Hi, and welcome back to the Positivity Keys podcast, where we focus on unlocking your best life. I'm your host, Laura Allan, and today we're going to dive into a topic that is foundational to personal growth and transformation: emotional wellness and the impact on your health. Most people think of health in terms of diet, exercise, and sleep, and while those are essential, there's another factor that's just as powerful, and that's your emotions. Did you know that your feelings can influence everything from your energy levels to your immune system? Research shows that chronic stress, suppressed emotions, and negative thought patterns can contribute to fatigue, anxiety, and even long-term health conditions. But the good news is that you have the power to shift your emotional state, and by doing so, you can change the way you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. So today, I'm going to show you how to use the feelings key to align your emotions with your health and your well-being. We're going to explore how emotions shape the body, physical practices to release emotional stress, and daily habits to cultivate emotional wellness. So grab your journal, take a deep breath, and let's dive in. So let's start with something we don't always think about: the deep connection between your emotions and your body. Have you ever felt that lump in your throat when you get nervous? Or the tension in your shoulders when you're stressed out? That's because emotions aren't just abstract feelings. They create real physical response in the body. Here's how it works. When you're feeling stressed or you're feeling anxious, your body releases cortisol, a stress hormone. And over time, too much cortisol can weaken your immune system, increase inflammation, and lead to exhaustion. When you experience joy, love, or gratitude, your body releases dopamine and serotonin. And these chemicals, they boost your mood, improve your heart health, and promote relaxation. Suppressing your emotions, whether it's sadness, frustration, or fear, they create stored tension in your body, which then leads to headaches, digestive issues, or even chronic pain. Your body listens to your emotions. So if you're constantly in a state of stress, your body's going to reflect that. But if you learn how to shift your emotional energy, you're going to experience greater mental clarity, improved health, and an overall sense of balance. So now that we understand how emotions impact health, let's talk about how to use the feelings key to reset and realign your emotions. The feelings key is all about recognizing, understanding, and intentionally shaping our emotions in a way that supports our well-being. And the good news, small, simple shifts can make a huge impact. So here's a few practical ways to reset your emotional state. First of all, name your feelings to reclaim your control. Most people go through their day feeling emotions without consciously acknowledging them at all. The first step to shifting the emotional state that you have, is to name whatever it is that you're feeling. So try this. Next time you feel anxious or frustrated, instead of saying, "I feel off today," get specific and say, "I feel overwhelmed because I have too much on my plate. I feel nervous about this upcoming event." When you name your emotions, you activate the logical part of your brain, which helps you process them rather than letting them control you. And then use your body to shift your emotional state. Emotions are living in your body, so you want to change your physical state. It can directly influence your mood. So if you're feeling stuck or drained, do this. Move your body. A short walk, stretching, standing up at your desk and just moving a little bit, or even shaking out your arms and legs. They're going to help you shift stagnant emotions. Adjust your posture. Sit up straight, take deep breaths, open up your chest. This signals confidence to calm your brain. Have you ever heard of the Superman pose, where you stand up and you put your hands on your hips and you puff out your chest a bit? with your legs slightly spread apart, holding you firmly planted on the ground. I love this one and it totally works for me. It makes me feel super empowered. Use grounding techniques. Place your feet on the floor, take deep breaths, and feel connected to your present moment. Small shifts, they create big emotional changes. And how about setting your intention for the day emotionally? You know, how you start your day, we talk about this all the time, sets your tone for everything that follows. Instead of letting emotions happen to you, decide how you want to feel. Each morning, you're going to set a simple emotional intention, like, today I choose to approach challenges with calm and clarity. I welcome joy and gratitude into my life. I release stress and focus on peace. You know, by choosing how you want to feel, you create a mindset that supports your well-being rather than reacting to the external circumstances around you. So let's put everything together with a simple emotional wellness routine that you can use every single day. So first you have your emotional morning check-in. Before you reach for your phone, you pause and you ask yourself, how do I feel today? What emotion do I want to cultivate? That's probably the biggest one. Which one do you want to cultivate? Because you might not be feeling great that day, but you don't have to stay feeling that way. You know, choose the emotions that you want to cultivate for your day. And then have a midday reset. Take a moment to move, breathe, step outside, and realign your energy. Sometimes the work that we do or the things that we're involved in, how the things happen in our day, in our morning, they can start to drag us or put those emotions into the body without us even realizing that they're there. So it's crucial that right around that midday, you stop, become aware again, get up and move, take deep breaths, go outside. And then right again at the evening, right? We're going to do morning, midday, evening. Your evening reflection before you go to bed, journal about the emotions that came up for you and release anything that no longer serves you. It is not going to create a healthier you if you hang on to the stuff that drug you all through the day and made you feel bad. So release it, let it go. And then the more consistent that you are with checking in and resetting your emotions, the more natural it's going to become to stay in a state of balance and alignment. You know, you're training yourself right now. So train yourself to have good behaviors, ones that actually serve and align and create your best self. So let's wrap it up today's episode. I want you to ask yourself, what emotions are shaping my health right now? What small shift can I make today to support my emotional well-being? Emotional wellness is not about avoiding difficult feelings. It's about learning to navigate, regulate, and align your emotions so that they work for you, not against you. So if you enjoyed this episode, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to share in the comments. Send me a message. What's one emotional wellness practice that you're committing to this week? Don't forget to tune in next week for our next episode. And we're going to be talking again all about the feelings key. So until next time, stay aligned, stay intentional, and keep unlocking your best self.